Hello friends, in this video we will see about functions in JavaScript. We will have a brief summary of function. We will see various methods of creating custom functions. Finally, we will see how to create arrow functions in JavaScript. First, let's see what is a function. In general programming terminology, a function means a block of code that performs a specific task. Okay, so what is a block? In JavaScript, anything that is enclosed within a pair of curly braces is known as a block. In the example given here, statement 1, 2 and statement n are enclosed within a pair of curly braces and the entire thing is called as a block. Or it can be said that they belong to the same block. Now coming back to the definition of function, where it is a block of statements that perform a specific task. Given here is how you create a simple function in JavaScript. It can also be called as the function definition. Here the word function is a keyword which is used to create a function. Add is the name of the function. There are certain rules to name a function, such as the first letter of the function name must start with an alphabet or an underscore character. Function name cannot contain a number, and finally the function name can contain alphanumeric characters or the underscore character. Coming back to the function definition, next to the function name we have the round brackets, or what is commonly referred to as parentheses. The parenthesis can be empty. It can also contain one or more arguments. The arguments that are passed to the function are also called as parameters. In this example, a and b are the parameters. Each parameter in the function argument list is separated using a comma. The body of the function is enclosed within a pair of curly braces. A function body contains 0 or more lines of code. The function body is also called as the function block. Function can perform an action such as writing to the console or updating the document body. In addition, function can also return a value back to the caller using the return keyword. The return keyword is not mandatory to be included within the function body. If return is not added, then the default return type will be returned, which is undefined in most of the cases. Whenever the program execution encounters the return statement, the function will return a value back to the caller and the function will stop execution. The program resumes to execute the rest of the code. Finally, we have the value returned by the return statement, or the value returned by the function add, which is a plus b. So now that we have the function defined, let's see how to call the function. To call the function or to invoke the function, just type the name of the function, which is add. Then within the parentheses, you can pass values. For example, I have passed 5 and 6, as the function definition add accepts only 2 parameters. This is a simple example for the function call. However, since this function returns a value, we can assign this function to another variable named c as shown here. This will assign the return value of the add function to the variable c. Now the value of c can be displayed to the screen using the console.log function, or it also can be used elsewhere in the program. In JavaScript, functions are first-class objects. But why are they called as first-class objects? They are first-class objects because a function in JavaScript can have property and method like any other JavaScript objects. Consider the sample code we have seen before with a function named add. Like any other object in JavaScript, we can add a property to it simply by using its name .property name. That is, for example, add.age equal to 25, add.city equal to Bangalore. Now age and city has become the properties of the function, as it can happen with a regular object. Now if you try to output add.age using the console.log, you will get 25 as result. Add.city will give you Bangalore, and finally the function add of 2, 3 will give you the return value of 5 to be displayed in the screen. There is another term in JavaScript related to the function known as the function expression. Let's now see about function expression. In JavaScript, function can be assigned to variables. Consider the same function we have used in the previous example, which is function add of a, b. This function can be assigned to another variable, say sum as displayed here. Now if you call the function using the variable sum by passing the values corresponding to the parameter, that is sum of 5, 6 as displayed here, you will get the expected result. Please note, the sum here is a function expression because sum is a variable and we have assigned a function to a variable. But if you try to call the add function, you will get an error stating that add is not a function. Now let's see what is an anonymous function. An anonymous function is nothing but a function without a name. In this function, we do not have a function name, so this function is an anonymous function. But can we directly create an anonymous function in JavaScript? The answer is no, because we will receive syntax error stating that function statements require a function name, but we can use the anonymous function. The correct way of using the anonymous function is by assigning it to a variable as highlighted here. To call the function, you can simply call it using the variable name sum followed by parenthesis and provide the value for which you need the sum to be calculated, and you will get the expected result as given here. This example can also be an example of a function expression because the anonymous function is assigned to a variable. There is another concept in JavaScript function called as IIFE. So what is IIFE? IIFE stands for Immediately Invoked Function Expression. Certain times you may want to execute functions as soon as they are defined. In such scenario, you have to use the IIFE. IIFE functions are not reusable as they can be used only once. Let's see the syntax for IIFE. As per the syntax, the entire function definition is enclosed within parenthesis, followed by parenthesis. The parenthesis can contain values also that are supposed to be passed as arguments to the function. Let's see an example. In this example given here, the entire function definition is enclosed within parenthesis, followed by another set of parentheses which holds the values 5 and 6, which will be passed as the function arguments. Here in this example, 5 will be passed to A and 6 will be passed to B. Finally, the execution will produce you the result as 11. In case of IIFE, there is no separate function call as the function will be called and executed in the same line. There is one more way to create a function in JavaScript known as the arrow function. Let's see the different ways of creating a function using the arrow function. Arrow functions are introduced in the ES6 version of JavaScript, and they allow us to write functions using shorter syntax. The syntax of the arrow function is as displayed here. It's like any other function in JavaScript, except that it doesn't have the function keyword. Additionally, we have the array symbol, which is the combination of the equal to and greater than symbol, followed by the function body enclosed within curly braces. Given here is an example for the arrow function as per the previous syntax. We can call the function using the variable named sum and passing the values as displayed. If the function have only one return statement in the function body, then we can remove the curly braces. We also can remove the return statement, so the arrow function will become even shorter, as displayed here. Note that if there are multiple statements in the function body, then you have to use the curly braces. Consider another example where you have only one argument A passed to the arrow function as displayed here. In this case, we can remove the bracket that surround the single parameter A and the function looks like this without the round brackets. Since there is only one return statement, we can remove the curly braces and the return statement, and the final function looks like as displayed. Calling this function is same as calling the other function. For example, calling square of 5 will give you 25 as result. Another way of creating function is using the function constructor. The syntax for creating a function using the function constructor is given here. However, this approach is not recommended due to security and performance issues. Thank you for watching this video. If you like this video, please like this video and subscribe to our channel. Thank you.